one step at a time. So what we're looking for, remember what we're looking for is you're going to say your dog's name and heel, get him into the heel position behind you, and then what I want is you're going to take one step with your right, make sure the dog doesn't move. If the dog is doing fine there, lift your left leg, make sure the dog doesn't move. When you drop it, encourage the dog to stop behind your left heel, then put your right foot together. Then you're going to repeat it. Alright? Right step, left step, the dog comes behind your left foot, right foot together. Right step, left step, dog comes behind your left foot, both together. Situational awareness, please. Everyone's going to go clockwise. We should definitely we definitely have enough room for like at least 8 feet or more distance. So like over here, this would be way too close. Don't get too close to the dog in front of you. Respect that the dogs at different levels. All right, so help each dog be successful, but don't crowd it up on the dogs too closely. All right, so everyone can begin. We're all going to go clockwise, one step heel at a time. One step at a time. Good. There you go. Raise the dogs and then stop.
Good girl. Good girl. Heel. Chloe, heel. Heel. Chloe, heel. 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 Chloe, heel. 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 Good girl.
Oh, we did? Good, very nice. I want to hear lots of praise. Now, do not plant your right foot for the final halt until the dog stops behind your left foot. And try to make your steps natural. Don't take big, long steps. You're trying to teach the dog what natural footwork looks like. It's just basically in slow motion. It's in slow motion. And maybe it's going to be you slow motion, and you may just throw a little rewind button to step a few times. These one-step heels is where it's at. If you're doing good on the one-step heel, and 2 steps, we're going to do 2 steps next.
If you go a little shorter on your leash with her, you won't have to put your arm back like this. And when you go a little shorter, she can't get away.
He should do it right hand.
Yeah. But you want him on a right hand deal?
If you do a right hand, then we can zip and stop. We can zip and stop. Mike, you got your leash hand on. You want to fix that too. So you got it all kind of.
So now switch. So instead of doing that, so now switch everything to your right hand. Sit. There you go. So now you've taken up the slack, and exactly, now you can just slide down the leash like that to keep her in location instead of having to reach her. And then you still can just reach across with that left hand to give her a draw.
On this side?
Yep.
Heel.
Good job. Let's do a little more of that.
Good girl.
Her leash is way too tight. Yeah. She can't settle it behind it. Back it. Loosen it up. Good. Because what happens is then she won't be able to get settled back there. She's in the right position. All right, good job. All right, good. Everyone, Everyone halt with your dogs. Alright? Now I want to see everyone do it at the same time now, alright? Make sure everyone's good. So, we're going to start off with just the right foot. So what I want to see is make sure that when you actually come to a halt, your dog knows to not move forward until your left foot drops. If not, they're going to be foraging off on the first step. So what I want is practice. Now don't do a big, long, wide one. That's unnatural. Just a very easy right step. Make sure the dog doesn't move. So keep the leash loose, but in such a position where if the dog moves, you can help them to teach them to stay put. Alright, just right foot, forward, and then rewind the tape so they get to see it again. You're teaching your dog the footwork. It's very easy for the dogs to learn as long as we're consistent. It's harder for us to be consistent. But it's not hard for a dog to learn just to go by the left foot. And most dogs, they mess up on their heel on the first step off. If they're parallel with you on the first step off, their head is already out front and they can't see your left leg. Alright, so now what I want everyone to do is keep your right foot forward in a natural step and just lift your left leg. Don't move it forward, just lift it. Make sure they're staying put. Don't get thrown off balance. If they're doing well there, then start moving it forward as comfortable as you can do it without losing your balance, but don't drop it. Bring it back behind your right foot. Right. The dog's doing okay there. Then drop your left foot naturally in front of your right foot, and then encourage your dog to walk right back behind your left heel. Your toenails will not cross the back of your left heel. Only after the dog stops there, put your right foot together and you halt. A common mistake that people make on the halt is they're walking with their dog and they plant their left foot and then put their right foot together and then check to see if the dog halted correctly. If the dog doesn't halt correctly when you drop your left foot, what's going to happen is by the time your right foot comes together, they're already past your left foot. They're already foraging. So you missed your chance to teach them to stop when your left foot plants. So, and always make sure they stop when you plant your left foot. They need to know that so you can do a 2 or 3 step heel. Because what happens now is when we're moving with our dogs, if they start to forage, meaning they start to cross the back of our left heel, and we have no intentions of halting, the way we're going to correct our dog from foraging is when we're walking now, and any time their toenails cross the back of our left heel, at any point in our step, they should be back here. At any point you see them start to cross, plant your left foot forward, and the dog should stop. If the dog does not stop, you help them. You help them stop by giving a little leash correction. Make sure the leash is loose. And then the major difference is you're not going to put your right foot together if you have no intentions of stopping. They stop when your left foot plants. Then you go right foot forward. Left foot comes up, they can't move until it drops again, and you're on your way. Once the dog learns how to do this, you can speed it up. So what we're looking for the dog, so you know what the final product is we want to be able to heel with our dog, and if we stop, if we want to halt, we plant our left foot, the dog stops, our right foot comes together. We want to move, they're not going to move until your left foot drops, because then right away they're nice and behind you. If they're foraging, we're moving out and they go too fast, we want to be able to tell them heel as we drop our left foot. With one little leash correction, they're going to stand still and wait for the left foot to drop again. Once it drops again, they're behind us. The dog does not have to walk backwards to go back into the heel position when we're moving, because we're doing the moving for the dog. So this works well if we're doing something like running with the dog or anything like that. So we're heeling with the dog and they're behind us and we're moving quick, they forward. It's heel, right step, left step, they can go again. Alright? But we have to show them, we have to be disciplined with the footsteps in slow motion so the dogs can learn it. Then we can start speeding it up. Alright? So if you know your one-step heel well, do 2 or 3 steps before you halt. If they forge, just don't do a full halt. Alright? Left foot, you stop them. Right foot out. Left foot drops, they can go again. Alright? If you're still working on your one step, you can. Alright? Alright, everyone forward again. 1, 2, 3, forward. It actually works, you know, it's funny, it works pretty good. Pretty clear. Pretty peaceful here, I'm not sure, so. Oh, good. Good, very good. If you're doing a 2 or 3 step heel and you're backed up, if you want to smartly pass someone, you can, as long as you shift back into your lead. That's awesome. Alright, you have to shift into a whole other lane. There you go, looking good. Very good. Good. All right, now what I want is only the evens. If your number isn't even, next time you happen to pass a platform or a mat, put your dog on it. You could have them lay down on it or they could just stand on it. And everyone else is going to keep healing. Alright, so wait until you naturally pass one. If you're an even. And everyone else is just going to heal by. Oh, you guys? Or you? Pick one up. Oh yeah, if you're even. Number, yeah, put her up, make sure she'll settle, the other dog's passing by. And then we're going to switch it up. Wait till you naturally pass one.
Start trying to see.
Yeah.
Make sure she goes up on it.
Yeah.
Make sure she.
Good. Love your dog up when they're on there. So make sure they're good with the other dogs passing. Good job. Should hear a lot of love and a lot of praise with the dogs. Good. You're even on a platform, work your way back into the mix, and then the odds, when you just happen to pass by a free platform, you can put your dog on one. Yeah, you can
Heel. Good girl. Heel. Heel. Chloe, heel.
Very good.
Heel. Girl. Heel.
Nice.
Heel. Fine.
Lots of love.
The only reason is if you look a little slower, see where he's gonna go. I can't tell for sure if he's going to the right or not, so check it right now. The only thing is, if you stop like this, you're gonna stop like this, correct? If he stops, then come on. As opposed if you say wrong.
Okay, good.
And then like I said, so that way that's the cue.
All right.
You bring feet.
All right, now what I want is we're gonna,
Walking, he knows, okay, we're gonna stop, but if he sees this, we're gonna stop and go. And so that's how you're gonna do the foot seals.
Heel.
okay, good. So if you're on the platform, now jump back into the mix. And in the lane, jump back into the mix.
So see how he moved?
Heel.
So pause, heel, and then bring that left foot back, so that way you're not off balance if he moves on you.
Heel.
Go loose on the leash, don't have the leash do it. There you go.
Heel.
There you go.
All right.
Good boy.
Now what we're gonna do,
Heel.
There you go. Good.
Heel.
So heel, there you go.
is,
Good boy.
Good
Yep, there you go.
boy.
good, everyone halt with your dog, put your dogs in and down, and give them a lot of love.
Good
Okay,
boy.
give them a lot of love. Give them a little break, give them a lot of love.
Yeah, we've done.
It has either like a chest mount or a back mount.
Talk about it later.
Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna, when we start up,
Yeah.
Get her used to.
if you're in this middle lane,
Yeah.
here, if you're in this middle lane, what you're gonna do is when you get up and heel, you're gonna go counterclockwise. Alright, so only the middle lane over here is gonna go counterclockwise. The outer lane is still gonna go clockwise. Alright, so now you're gonna be sort of passing each other head on. It's a little bit tougher for the dogs. And center lane, you two go clockwise. Alright, go clockwise. Alright, so keep up everything you're doing, but we're going to be going opposite directions. Alright, so you guys are going to go this way. Alright, this way. Outer lane is going to go clockwise. Alright, so everyone get up. You're going to stand up, call your dogs into a sit. Alright, we all know what direction we're going. Outer lane clockwise, middle lane counterclockwise, center lane clockwise. Alright, on 3, we're going to get moving again. 1, 2, 3, forward.
Heel.
Get him back, so just leash palm him back into the heel if he gets out of position, that's all.
Little pumps. Pumps, you can tell them what to do. There you go.
Heel.
Good boy.
Lots of praise. You guys are doing great. Good job. Okay. Now what we're going to do is you two.
Heel. Good girl.
Well, by doing the one step, it's a little hard. But if you're still doing this,
Heel.
switch your thing over to your right hand. So that way that'll give you more push. So that way you can looser. There you go, too. Hook that. See how you're hooked into.
Heel. Heel. Good girl.
All right. Everyone halt with your dogs. All right. And what we're going to do is we're going to put our dogs into sits. Now I want only the ones and threes to continue heeling forward in whatever lane you're in. Everyone else, twos and fours, keep your dogs in a sit. Keep leash discipline. Talk to your dog. All right. So ones. What did I say? Ones and threes. Actually, no. Let me rephrase that. Sorry.
He's coming
I
around.
want ones and twos. Ones and twos go. Keep moving forward. Continue the direction you're going. Ones and twos. Threes and fours. Stay put. All right. Ones and twos. Keep heeling forward. You're gonna pass and navigate who's in front of you. Ones and twos forward. Good.
One step.
Ones and no, you can do whatever. You have to halt if you have to.
You're gonna come up. You're gonna take another step instead of pausing longer. So what you're gonna try to do is exactly.
Good. Maintain
though you
leash discipline with your dogs.
that up,
Maintain
up,
situational awareness. Good.
So that way he did, you know what I mean? So you're gonna take that second step before he has time to sit and come around and look at you.
Okay.
I want to hear lots of love.
Sit. Sit.
Make sure the leash isn't too tight. Short is good. Stop tight. Very good. Lots of love.
Moving on the right foot.
Yeah.
So if he moves on the right foot, heel. That.
Okay, good. Ones and twos are going to halt with your dogs. Put them in a sit. You can find a nice spot if you want before you halt. And then threes and fours are going to go forward. Whatever direction you're facing, threes and fours, move forward. Ones and twos, put your dogs in a sit.
No, we're number 4.
This way.
What's that?
Going around.
Come on, let's go.
I just know we all hate.
Loosen his leash a little bit. So this will snap there. This will snap there a little. Good. Good job. Oh, yeah.
He is fantastic.
Good job. We hear a lot of praise. Respect the distance. Take your path smartly. The dogs can make, if there's any chance there could be contact, that's bad. Good. Very good. Excellent. You're doing great. Very good. Okay, good. For those whose dogs are in sit, now put them in a down. Get right on the ground with them and love them as the other dogs are passing. So So maintain leash discipline, shorten the leash as you go down with them. So shorten, lock it, always know how long that leash is. Good job, man. Nice leash lock. Good. Very good. Okay, good.
See it.
Good girl. Good job.
Good girl, Becca. Good girl.
All right, good. Freezing force. Freezing force. Find a spot and pause.
I don't know what number I am. What number was Charlie? Charlie, what number
I'm
were you?
at 3.
You're 3. All right. Freezing force. Halt with the dogs. Put them in. Put them on. Put them in down. All right. Only ones. I only want ones to get up, and the ones are all going to go clockwise. You're going to go clockwise, and you're going to smartly weave through everybody. All right? Now, if you're not going, you're maintaining leash discipline, so there's no way there could be contact. And if you're R1, you will smartly choose your path. All right? So you can take an easier route if that's what you feel you're comfortable with. If not, you can go through tighter squeezes, but watch the other dogs you're passing. All right? If you're going, it's good to avoid the head side of a dog if possible. All right? Remember, having a success, handling your dog successfully has to do with a lot of factors. Obedience is just one of them. Being smart about it is another. Don't let your dogs get in trouble. All right? I picked on somebody in the hallway today, right? I won't say who. All right? And where dog was very obedient, but it wouldn't even necessarily have been an obedience issue if another dog happened to take a lunge at her, right? And bite her. All right? Good job.
Leave it. You. Yep. Leave it.
No, just stay like this, because I'm going to tell you every time.
Good job.
Good girl. You are so
All right, good. The ones, when you find a nice spot, you can put your dogs back in the down. And then the twos are going to get up, and the twos are going to weave. Weave. Smartly challenge yourself. Talk to your dog. Let the dog know that they're being successful. Lots of praise. The dogs are doing well. This is your time to give them love. Love is their main reward that they're going to get. They work for it. Remember, discipline, you teach your dog discipline so they can have a more rewarding life. When they're doing the right thing, you will reward and love them more. So you're helping them. There you go. Good. Everyone go clockwise. Yeah, everyone should be going clockwise. Yeah, you're going wrong direction. Yeah, weave, but everyone go in the same direction.
Down.
Good. Good. You're getting bored. You're getting bored. All right, good. Twos, find a nice comfortable spot. Twos, find a nice comfortable spot. And threes. Threes are going to get up and leave. Bob and leave.
Slow them down, and then go wide along with her.
Right, and then you go.
All going clockwise.
good girl. Good job.
Yeah, right, everybody go
You like slapping them? Smack them out there.
Bob and weave, bob and weave. Lots of love for your dog.
Good girl. Okay.
Let's go this way.
Abby, leave it. Good girl. Very good, Abby. Okay. Very good.
Alright, and 3's find a spot, and then number 4's. 4's get up, bob and weave. Lots of love.
Down. No. Up or down? Not on, down. No. Down. Down.
Shorten that up.
She like stared at him, and before I could tell her, she turned like, all right, I better not. Good girl.
That way, any of that slack, you can just pull this across.
He's the best dog in the world.
That's
Best dog. A little sickening, you know? Almost will come apart.
Okay.
Yep.
Good. So number 4 is going to halt with your dog. Alright. Now what I want is I want everyone to stand up and put your dogs into a sit. Everyone put your dogs in a sit.
Sorry. Abby, sit. Good girl.
Now everyone is going to go, everyone's going to be moving clockwise again when I say forward. But what I want now is I want only the 1s and 2s to go forward. 3s and 4s, keep your dog in a sit. Now 1s and 2s, I want you to fist bump every 3 and 4 you feel comfortable with. Alright? So, as you pass a 3 and a 4, there's a few things you're going to consider. Alright? One, of course, is situational awareness. Meaning, is there any possible way that there could be contact between your dog and another dog? It's not just the dog you're greeting, it may be another dog that you're standing next to. 2 is when you put out your hand to fist bump and greet someone, are you holding the leash in such a way that you have good control over the dog? So if the dog breaks, you'll be able to easily put your dog back into the sit without the dog reaching anybody. Alright? So those are things you're looking at. Of course, communicate with your dog and praise the dog. So you're going to heel around when you pass a 3 or a 4. You're going to sit, you're going to say, how you doing? You're going to fist bump. Now, if you are standing still and not moving with the dog, your dog should also be in a heel position when you greet someone. That means your dog is behind you. Don't ever let your dog be out front when you're greeting someone, because then that dog can reach somebody, or they can bite the hand. So you have to be aware of who's approaching and who's going to fist bump you, all right? So 3s and 4s, maintain your dog in a heel position in the sit, and 1s and 2s move forward clockwise, and fist bump every 3 and 4 that you can, all right? So you may have some to your left and some to your right.
Like you want to stop.
Yeah, you're gonna halt. Yeah, you're gonna halt, have your dog sit, then fist bump. All right. I mean, or you can halt and keep your dog in the heel. It's actually fine too. You can either halt and do a sit, or just have the dog in the heel. Alright, so that'd be bad, alright? So you let go, you would lock. You would lock with that, just go up with that. Don't worry about the remote.
Like who's staying still?
Threes and fours. Okay. Alright. So this is why we're doing this. You want to make sure, remember you have two hands. You should be able to know how to lock the leash with both hands. At no point if the dog breaks. Alright, so that one right there, that wouldn't have been the best because you're crossing over your dog. Your dog was closest, so you would turn, then fist bump, alright? So with each person you greet, don't have the dog between you and the person. Face the person, have the dog be behind you. There you go, so that'd be good. That's what I want. There. That's okay. These cases are probably better. You turn to the furthest away. All right, good. Right here. Yeah, the more, for these cases, the more you turn to get her behind, it's even better. Good. Good. That's good. See, these are good. So you see a lot of distance here between the dogs. Every person you greet, you want to maximize the distance between your dog and their dog. What is the smartest way to do it so that there's no accidents? Take your dog out of the so the dog knows what to expect when you're approaching someone else with another dog. Good. There you go. Looking good. All right. Okay. All right. So ones and twos are moving right now, right? Yeah. So ones and twos. Find a comfortable spot. Put your dogs in a sit. 3 and 4s are going to move around. Greet all the ones and twos. So with each greeting, maximize the distance. Don't lose control over your dog. Right? If your dog breaks their position, they should not be able to move more than a couple of inches before you can stop them. We're always maximizing distance. Sitting right here. Breathe breath.
Number 6.
Get them behind you.
Number 6.
Good. There you go. There you go. Keep that hand locked. That's a short. Good. That's what really feel was last song. Usually doing things where we're shaking things. Fucking pistol blast them. With the sword. Good job. Praise your dogs. Praise them up. Okay. 3s and 4s. What I want all the 3s and 4s to do is you're going to about turn, so now that you're walking counterclockwise. Stay in this middle lane. Most of you in the middle lane. Stay in the middle lane, 3s and 4s. You're going to go counterclockwise. Counterclockwise. 1s and 2s, stay on the outer lane and heel clockwise. Right? So everyone everyone forward. All right, in your lane.
Right there, right there.
Good.
Shall we go?
Try to keep, actually, no, go in the, make your way to the center, put yourself in, we're doing one step, yeah. Do one step. Yeah, try to keep it, if you have to, you come in the center over here, do the work on that. All right, now what I want everyone to do is when I say halt, if there's anyone across in the other lane, within reach or a step, you're gonna fist bump them, all right? And then I'm gonna say forward, you go forward. So you may or may not have someone to fist bump, but if you do, do it, all right? So everyone forward, 1, 2, 3, forward. All right, 1, 2, 3, halt. Good. Fist bump, someone's to your right. Good. 1, 2, 3, forward. One, two, three, halt. Fist bump to your right. Good. 1, 2, 3, forward. One, two, three, halt. All right, put your dogs into a sit. All right, good. Now, only if you know and learned the stretch, you know who you are, you're going to stretch and fist bump everyone who's in reach of you. If you don't know the stretch, you're like, what's the stretch? Don't do it, all right? If you know the stretch, Carmine, you know the stretch, watch Carmine. Carmine, you're going to fist bump everyone within reach. He feels, return the right way, slides, gets the leash, slides, return the right way, slide. All right, so what the stretch is, don't do it if your dog is not good at their sit stays and everything yet. This is where you put resistance. They need to know their resistance training. You put resistance before you step away from the dog, so you feel the dog as you step away. Because if the dog breaks, you use your zip hand, palm up to your leash holding hand, you zip right back, you put the dog back into the sit. That's also the way you return to the dog. You return to the dog the same way, so you maintain control over the dog. Who else knows our zip? So let's watch Caroline and Abby over here. She's going to put her in the sit. She puts pressure on the leash before she walks away. And anytime if Abby was to break, she's going to feel it. You can go out to Leslie. She slides out. She returns, palm up, back to leash. All right, let's see Brett. Brett, you have lots of people. You could probably reach from here. Let's watch how far Brett can go. All right, puts pressure. He pulls, returns, reach everyone you can. He feels that at any point she breaks. All right, and there's, you'll be surprised how far you could stretch to hand something to someone. He's going to go all the way out the bill. All right. He should be able to come all the way out to where Porky is over here too. Let's see. You have the length of the leash, the length of both of your arms, all right? You have a lot of reach if you know how to do it. But at any point she breaks, he's going to feel it. And he could return to her. Never try to grab that leash. If a dog breaks, you grab your hand. Palm up, grab, you know where your hand is, and from the hand leads you to the leash. All right? So Brett's going to stretch all the way out to me. All right? There you go. When he's close, he can do it with one hand. You go further, further, further. If she did a flying leap towards me, if he tries to catch that if he tries to catch the leash with his right hand, this is a moving target. I'm going to try to coax her. If she breaks, he's going to go right hand to left hand, and then he can zip, and he can keep her from passing in front of him. Let's see if I can coax her to break. He's gonna, alright, call her back to you. Let's see if we can get her to break. She's not gonna break. Who can I get to break? Which dog's a sucker? Alright, but you see, if she was flying towards me, you go for your hand, alright? You will miss it. If they go forward, you're gonna miss the leash. Be prepared, get it in your muscle memory by always returning to your dog that way. Alright? Now everyone where you are, if you want to practice some stretches,